Talk about this Arch of Baal in New York City and what has happened.
Yeah, well, the harbinger, the template is that a nation is warned by God, but the nation of Israel happened in the last days. They were warned that the harbingers or signs appeared, and they turned away from God. They got worse. But as they headed to destruction, but they were worshiping the god Baal. Baal is sort of behind the times of the harbingers. So now it's happening in America. The harbingers revealing that parallel, that these same 9 harbingers have appeared warning America that it's going rapidly accelerating from God. But the question is, could the sign of Baal therefore manifest on American soil, which is a sign of apostasy, a sign of a nation that has turned away from the God it's known. And it's actually the God they offered their children up to, where they called evil good, where they persecuted the righteous. That's what happened in ancient Israel. Well, happening in America. So the question is, could it appear? And it'd be crazy because nobody really even brings up Baal, but it happened. The sign of Baal has appeared on American soil. And it just happened within this last month. In September, it appeared in New York City. I went down there to witness it myself. Here's the arch that led the worshippers of Baal to worship Baal in the temple of Baal from Syria. And so,
no, but it wasn't introduced in New York as this is Baal here. It was introduced under other names, right?
Well, there's actually, and you may have a spot. There was actually a plaque right by the arch that said Temple of Bel. Well, Bel is Baal. Baal,
okay.
Same God. Okay. Same God. So they're not saying we're worshiping this, but that's what they did. So here you've got an arch devoted to Baal. I mean, the God, the anti-God of the Bible, and happening of apostasy happening in America. The deputy mayor of New York was speaking, and she says, in front of her, she says, we're doing this as an act of defiance. Now, this is in the Harbinger completely. And in the Harbinger, talks about the people saying, we're going to rebuild Israel when they were attacked. Said, and this is the warning sign, said, we're going to rebuild what was broken, and it was broken by the Assyrians. Well, this arch was destroyed last year by ISIS, who are the Assyrians, in the land of Assyria. So we're literally fulfilling the harbingers and putting up the sign of a nation, that America is the nation that has known God, has been falling away from God and turning to other things. It's calling evil good and good evil, persecuting the righteous. This is a danger sign.
But New York City is saying they're putting up this arch to defy ISIS, right?
That's right. Oh, that's right.
So on the surface, most people would say that's fantastic.
Of course, but so did ancient Israel. Ancient Israel was attacked by Assyria and said, we're going to do this, we're defying Assyria, but they were defying God too, because they were saying is we're going to come back stronger, greater without God. And that's what happened. And now, and of all things to put up, I mean, think about Baal. I mean, America. This is now, we're fulfilling even that part of the matching thing to ancient Israel.